Hi everyone! Welcome to Spilling the Tea with Susie. This evening, I am joined by the amazing voice actress, Rachelle, who was the voice of Adela Cherna from the new game, Mystery of the Seven Keys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so before I say anything else, I just have to tell you that Adela was the highlight of the game for me.
Yay.
She's my favorite character.
I'm so glad. She's mine too, no bias.
I loved her so much. Oh my gosh. And I sent you the pictures of I've been styling. I wore the blazer.
I was going to say, you have the blazer. You're very Adela core right now, and I love it.
Yes. She's my favorite. She's been my style icon ever since we first saw a photo of her. So
I wish I was as stylish as her. I'm not.
Oh my goodness. She's the cutest. She really is.
Oh my god. She's so cute, right? I love her so much. She's so pretty. And I'm
yes.
I can't believe I voiced this beautiful woman.
I know. Oh my goodness. She's so great. Okay, so we have lots to talk about tonight.
Yes.
First of all,
excited.
Again, thank you for joining me. So excited.
Of course.
Let's chat before we start talking about anything new. Let's talk about some past. Let's talk about I've heard that you are a Nancy Drew fan.
Oh, huge.
Let's talk about Nancy Drew. Let's talk about how you got into Nancy Drew and your beginnings with that.
Oh, of course. So I'm a huge reader. I love books. I know you follow me on Instagram, so you've definitely seen me being here's everything I read this month.
Yes, it's so fun.
Yeah, I'm a huge book person. I love writing too, and trying to do the writing thing. So when I was a kid, I read a bunch of Nancy Drew books. So I had read, some of the beginning, the original series ones, a couple of the files, etc.
Yeah.
And when I was in 4th grade, so I was 10, my aunt got me Treasure in the Royal Tower for Christmas. Just on a whim. She was like, oh, Rachelle reads Nancy Drew, this will be so cute, she'll love this. And I was obsessed with it. I thought it was the best game I've ever played. Little 10-year-old me, super happy to be solving mysteries.
Yes.
So I was so obsessed. At the time, I think only the first 5 games were out. I think only up to Final Scene had come out. So I immediately was begging my mom to let me get the other ones.
Yeah.
So I got Final Scene and Message in a Haunted Mansion. And then eventually I got Stay Tuned for Danger and Secrets Can Kill. The OG Secrets Can Kill,
yes.
the animation.
The 2 discs and
cartoon. Oh my god, so funny. Classic,
Oh yeah.
And I loved all of those games, and I pretty much kept up with it for the rest of the time. As they came out, I got Scarlet Hand, Ghost Dogs Moon Lake. I kept kind of following it. There was a period of time, I think maybe a little bit in high school, college, where I fell out a little bit. And then when I got back to out of college and I moved out here and I was playing games again and stuff, I ended up replaying all of them. And I played some of the ones I had accidentally missed. I missed Danger by Design at one point.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, and I missed Waverly Warnings at Waverly Academy. So I went back in and played all of them. So I have played all of them since then.
Amazing.
I actually have not beaten Key yet. I'm halfway.
Okay.
Because I'm an adult and life is busy.
I get it.
Unfortunately.
I get it.
And there's 20,000 games I want to play, and so then I'm I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna play that, I'm gonna play this, and then whatever.
Yeah.
I went home to Massachusetts. I'm from Massachusetts originally, and I went home for 2 weeks in the beginning of the month. So I was in Boston for a little bit, and so but yeah. So that's kind of how I started. I started with Treasure in the Royal Tower.
Yeah.
Loved it and have loved the games ever since.
Wow.
Huge fan. Huge fan.
That's amazing. We have literally the same story though, because I started with Treasure in the Royal Tower. I was a kid. I was a little younger. And then dropped out while I was in college and then came back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
it's like that nostalgia factor of like, oh, I really want to replay those games. And then as I was playing them, I'm like, these still hold up. They're so good.
They do. Yeah, they're so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you have played every game, what is your favorite?
Okay. I think I'm gonna give you like my top 5 because I feel like it's too hard to pick one.
That's the true fan answer. So yeah.
Right. I'm like, I think I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And even that's tough. This is gonna be in no particular order. I think.
Go for it. Yeah.
So Treasure in the Royal Tower is definitely on there because I feel like it's kind of like your first.
Oh yeah. Has to be.
You know, yeah, I feel like everybody has that, like especially in many game series. Like I feel that way about Final Fantasy and Fire Emblem too, where it's like your first one. That's always the one you're like, oh, this one.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like Treasure in the Royal Tower. Okay. Shadow at the Water's Edge, I think, is on there. I'm a huge anime nerd, so I was super hype about the Japan one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and it's so good, and it's kind of scary. I think it's the scariest one.
Oh yeah.
So that one. I have a weird soft spot for White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
An excellent game.
I don't know why. It's just like, I just love it. I love the winter aesthetic. It kind of reminded me of Treasure in the Royal Tower because it has that same like vibe.
Yeah, you're cold, but it's cozy. Yeah,
but it's cozy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been in the cabin and like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So that's up there. This is so tough because I love so many of them.
I know.
I'm like, because like, okay, I love Sea of Darkness as well because it had that kind of same vibe, the like wintry vibe. I also love The Silent Spy because everything kind of comes together in The Silent Spy.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good one.
Same with what's it called? The one where you're in her hometown.
Alibi and Ashes. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was also cool. I felt like that tied in a lot of the other games. But I don't know if they're my favorites. I think I'm going to have to put Danger on Deception Island on there too. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like that really scratched that itch.
Yes.
Because I love orcas and I was like, this is so cute.
Absolutely.
And then I guess I think I'm going to say Ghost of Thornton Hall. That was probably my other favorite one. It's so good.
That's a good one.
So good.
A good spooky one.
A good spooky one, yeah. I did like Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake a lot too. That also has spooky vibes.
Yes.
I remember, especially as a kid, I remember being terrified of going into the woods.
Yeah.
As a kid in that game, because when you're a kid, I don't think you realize that like games are programmed a certain way or whatever. So I always thought that the ghost dogs could come at any moment when I was in the woods. Yes. So I was terrified. I was like, we gotta get in and out of there.
Like clicking your mouse so hard.
Yes. Trying to find all the bugs and being like, okay, I'm only gonna be in here for a couple minutes and then I'm getting out of here.
I know. Oh my gosh, the first time like playing that game was so scary because I was like, 6 or 7 or however old I was, when the game came out, 8 maybe, I forget. And I was like, I've only seen them once. Like, they've got to come back at some point.
Yeah, I know. I was like, they're going to come back. They're going to get me. I was so convinced they were going to get me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, I named more than 5, but
I'm not mad.
I know I could honestly say something I like about pretty much every single one. Genuinely, same. I am huge fan of it.
Same.
Being in it is like such an honor. I made a huge post on Instagram and Twitter that people can read where I was like, this is amazing. I'm so honored. I can't believe this happened. Yes. I cried when I got cast, blah,
Oh, wait, tell us about when you got cast and like how you got cast and that whole experience.
I don't know how much I can talk about because some of it's like, they're like, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say like I auditioned. I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure about the accent because they wanted, the Eastern European Czech accent.
Yeah.
And I kind of like just went for it. I'd never booked an Eastern European accent before, so I was like, no way. But when I got the email, I was like, oh my God. And I burst into tears because I was so excited. It was amazing.
I love
just a great thing. It was so good. It was such a good moment.
That's truly like a core memory there.
Oh, it was. And it was a total dream come true. You know, like, I feel like I'm a huge nerd. I love video games. I've loved video games forever. You know, I have a list of my favorite series, and I've been very, like, you know, not to be lame, but like #blessed in my career. To be in a bunch of series that I love. Like Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy, Persona, a bunch of games that I've played growing up and moving forward. And Nancy was just one of those things where I was like, oh, it would be so cool. I just don't know how it'll ever happen. And then I just got so lucky.
Oh,
it was the best thing ever.
That's amazing. So, like, how, I don't know if you can talk about this. How did you hear about the role, or like?
So I don't know how much I can say about this. Most stuff comes through like agencies and stuff in LA. Yeah.
So it's just kind of landed in your lap.
Yeah, I happened to be at the right place, right time with the right agency. And
I love that.
Sent stuff off, you know?
That's so perfect for you. Oh my gosh.
I know, it was so lucky. Aww. I literally like lost my mind.
That's amazing. I really love like there's a lot of people who would have like gotten that role and not had the reaction you had, you know? So like it's really cool to hear like somebody like me who like has played the games their whole life,
forever.
You know? Yeah, somebody who like is passionate about this, like got to have this experience. It's so amazing to hear about.
I'm so passionate. I've played the game so many times. I used to stream a lot on my Twitch. Yeah, I haven't done it in a really long time, and I want to email them and ask if it's okay to stream Key, because I streamed all the other games just for fun before I was cast, before I even knew it was Key was happening.
Wow.
Like, I just wanted to stream something different because I had friends that were streaming, and I was like, I want to stream something that feels more like me. You know, I didn't want to just stream like, you know, whatever, like Fortnite, whatever, but whatever. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite anyway, so but no judgment to people who do. Of course, that's not my type of game. But so I was like, you know, I kind of want to do something different. So I was like, I'm going to start from the first game, and I'm just going to go through the whole series.
Amazing.
And it took like, I want to say almost a year to get through everything. And I remember on the last stream when we got to Sea of Darkness, because it was back before Midnight in Salem was even out. I was like crying. I was like, oh, it was so fun playing this with all you guys, and like whatever. And I did stream Midnight in Salem when it came out, but I haven't streamed Key yet because I wanted to make sure it was like okay too, because it's a little different now that I'm in it. But yeah, so I've been a huge fan. I've played most of them. I've played multiple times.
I love that. So. Okay. What's your Twitch in case anybody wants to go follow you?
Yeah, it's Rachellular, RACHELLULAR. So that's my Twitch if I start streaming again. I keep talking about doing it, and I just haven't done it yet. Because, you know, work is good, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put a thing in the chat here.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll come back to streaming. Hopefully I can stream Key. That'd be great. I would absolutely love that, so...
There you go. All right. Yeah, that would be so fun. I would love to watch, like, somebody who's in the game play the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, playing it was funny because, like I said, I've started it, but I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like, I feel like... it was weird, like when I got, because obviously, you know, I don't want to say too much because of spoilers and just like what I'm supposed to say, not supposed to say, but you know, Adela's early on in the game, and when I first sat down to talk with her, I was like, oh my god, that's me. So I was like, oh my god.
Is it like weird hearing your own voice in a game?
Oh my god, yeah. I will say, with some games, I don't notice it as much. Like, I've been a couple games as like background characters, and that I super don't notice because everything's mixed, really.
Yeah.
And as far as like, games where I play with my character. With Fire Emblem, with Saline, I kind of got used to it because you're like constantly using her spells and stuff like that, or using like sending her into battle and she says stuff. I also play Cookie Run Kingdom like obsessively, and I have my Cookie in my like party, and I got over hearing myself say "Pate headbutt" all the time. Yeah,
that's so funny. Oh my goodness. We have a question in the chat. They want to know what your favorite book is that you've read.
Oh, loaded question.
That's a hard one.
I know.
They really went for it.
Lately, I'd probably say Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo, that duology. It was probably my favorite that I've read recently. I also just read all of Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I love that one too. I know that's like kind of like a typical girly answer. Everybody loves Sarah J. Maas, I feel like, in the book world.
I mean, she's popular in the book world for a reason right now.
I mean, I think her stuff's pretty good, so.
So there you go. That is a valid answer.
Yeah, so I think those are some of my favorites I've read lately. I love reading a lot, so.
I love that. Oh, that's so fun. Do you have like a favorite genre to read?
I rotate between fantasy, romance, and thrillers, depending on my mood. I tend to lean towards fantasy, I think. And when I say thriller, I mean more like mystery thriller, like Nancy Drew kind of thing, like where you're like solving the mystery, or
those
there's
so
like
fun.
Stuff like that.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, somebody in chat says, wow, I'm hearing Saline's voice now. That's so cool.
Yes, I'm also Saline. She's my girl. I love her.
I love that. Okay, so I have some questions here from the Nancy Drew community. I pulled them. I said, hey, give me what you got for the voice actress for Adela, and they delivered. So
I'm so excited.
I know, right? So, let's see. Oh, I've already asked you some of these. Okay. If you could voice any famous video game character, who would it be?
Any famous video game character?
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm like, okay. I think I'm gonna go with Yuna from Final Fantasy X, because I love Final Fantasy X. My favorite one. And she's like one of my favorite characters. I love her in 10 and in 10 too. So she's up there. I think I'd probably put Yuna as my choice.
Good choice. I love that. Let's see. Okay. If you could voice a character in Nancy Drew Game 35, would you want to voice the sweetheart, the gruff one with a heart of gold, the biggest red herring, or the culprit?
Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
That's fun. That's such a good question.
Right?
I'm like, I don't know. Okay. I feel like Adela kind of falls under like the sweetheart, because she's very like, I don't know, she's kind of gruff in some places too.
Yeah.
Sometimes she gets a little like aggressive. I kind of feel like the red herring would be really fun.
Right?
Or the culprit. I feel like that'd be fun too.
I think they'd all be fun.
I know they're all fun, honestly. Like, I'd be down for anyone.
Rachelle's like, let me just like voice every character.
I'm like, actually, I could do everyone. If you make it an all-girl cast, I'll just do everybody. No, I think the red herring would be kind of fun, because it would be fun to like be the one that everybody suspects, and then it's like, it's not you. So
ooh, I love that. I love it.
I'd be up for voicing any character. I mean, if Adela came back, or if like if Adela came back, or if they wanted new characters, I'm always down to do anything.
Ooh, so Her Interactive, if you're listening.
I know. I'm like, it's fine. Bring Adela back. She's great.
Or anything. I'd do anything.
I'm like, I'll do anything. I'll be like extra people that you have to call or whatever. Like,
You could like voice some NPCs.
Yeah, like random people that are like, hey, what's going on over there in the background.
I would love to hear it. Oh my goodness. Okay, where do you want to see Nancy go next?
Oh man, like place-wise? Let's see. That's a good question. She's gone to so many of my favorite places. Like I was so excited about the Japan one, obviously. I was so excited about the Egypt one. That was like, I loved Egypt. Okay. Let's see. So she's not really been to like London proper. Like I know Blackmore Manor is in England.
Yeah.
But it's not really like London.
No.
So I would kind of be up for like London because I'm a huge fan of London. It's like one of my favorite places in the world.
Yeah.
Where else would be kind of cool? I think London's my pick right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Yeah. I can see that.
It's funny because like I was gonna say Boston because I'm from Boston, but like Midnight in Salem is in Salem.
Yeah. It's kind of close.
It's close. It also didn't like feel like Boston because it's like very different. I mean, Salem's very different.
Yeah.
So there's a small part of me that's like,
come back.
Cool if it went to like Boston because that's where I'm from. So, I mean, I guess she could come to Los Angeles too.
I mean, yeah, she's never been there.
That would be cool.
You know, she's never been there at all.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool if she did like a movie star sort of themed one. That'd be like a Hollywood one. Would be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, so many ideas. Yeah. All right, Her Interactive. I hope you're listening.
I know. I'm giving you all the good ideas.
Literally, just hire this girl. All right. What is our next question? Have you ever gotten to interact with Nancy Drew fans in real life?
Not really. I've had a couple friends who have also played the games, like that I've just like met, and then I've talked about like, oh, this game, and they're like, oh my god, I've played those games, you know?
Yeah.
But like people that are in like the community or anything, I've never gotten to. But I'm like, oh man, if you're a fan and you go to a con and I'm at the con, let's talk because I'm always down to talk about Nancy Drew.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I don't think I've met, especially since the game has come out. I haven't talked to anybody. I mean, I've only done like 2 signings, I think, since the game has come out. But
well, this is a really fun community. So
I've stalked the community, like, not in a weird way. Just
tell us.
Like that sounded weird, but I didn't mean it to sound weird. It's more like I've read like the Reddit. I watch a ton of like YouTube videos. Like, oh man, the amount of times I've watched like Arglethump videos, a ton. Especially like back in the day when I was like replaying the games and stuff. It was so fun. Yeah. I love watching people do like their top 5 favorites, top 5 least favorites, or top 5 like, you know, like scariest ones, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've watched like a bunch of that.
That's so cool.
So, actually, for my announcement post when I made on Twitter, I took the credits from Arglefumple's like playthrough because I wanted to like post being like my name. And he was the one who had like finished the game at that point. So because it was like the second day or something like that. So
oh my goodness, how special is that though? Like
I know, it was so cool.
Oh, that's so like surreal.
It is. It's like, whoa, I can't believe that this thing that I've loved for so long, and like, you know, so many things, like I've read like forums, I've read Reddit, I've read so many things. It's just crazy to be like, oh crap, it's like real, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Are there any other like content creators that you enjoy besides Arglethump?
Yeah. Oh my god, what's her? Oh, Wizard Kitten, I think is the other one.
Oh, Caitlin, yes. Oh, yeah, I love Caitlin.
I followed her a bunch. Those are the 2 that I've usually looked at the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's amazing. I love her.
Yeah, she seems so fun. I really liked it. So yeah, I totally was like peeping the content when the game came out and seeing like what people said, and I was like, because you know, as an actor too, like all actors are dramatic. And so, you know, of course I was like, oh my god, what if people don't like how Adela sounds, or what if they like think my accent is bad or something.
Yeah. Was there any negativity?
No, I've not seen any negativity.
Okay, I haven't seen any either. Not about Adela, at least.
No. So I've been like, I feel like I'm in the clear right now.
I think so. Oh my word, no. So like, before a game even came out, I obviously, like, I saw the trailer, and I knew that your character existed, okay? And I was one of those fans who was, like, making videos with, like, theories, you know? And I was like, okay, so, like, there was one video that Her Interactive did where one of the girls who works there on one of the interns, she, like, had boots and wore a trench coat, and I know that's another character. And so, like, trailer came out and I was like, it's trench coat and boots, and I was calling her trench coat and boots. And one of the girls from the marketing team ended up messaging me and being like, I love that you're calling her trench coat and boots, because her character would be horrified that you call her trench coat and
boots. I know. It's so true. She's such a, like, classy, high society lady. She would be like, what are you talking about?
Literally. So yeah, I was like, oh, even when the game comes out and I finally learn her name, I'm still gonna call her trench coat and boots. Yes. So and then I went out and purchased, like, a blazer to be my trench, because I actually have a trench coat, but I was like, but I want to, like, wear it, you know, to, like all the time, places.
Oh, yeah. It's very classy. I love it.
I know. I became a blazer person because of you.
It's so on brand.
I know. Oh my goodness. So that was just a very fun experience of, like, getting to know your character.
Oh, getting to know her as, like, me too is so wonderful. Like, it's just such a fun experience, like, going through a character story like that, and, you know, connecting to certain parts, and, you know, voicing that and putting that into the game, and it's so fun. It's just such a fun experience.
Oh, that's so much fun. Okay, so all the other voice actors that I've talked to so far for Mystery of the Seven Keys have not, or, like, I don't even remember if I asked Brittany, like, haven't finished. So I had to ask, do you think you know how it ends? Obviously no spoilers, but do you think you know how it ends, or are you going to be surprised when you play it?
There's, like, one tiny thing I know. But other than that, no, I'm going to be completely surprised.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
Which I'm so happy about. It was funny, like, when I got cast, I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, it's going to get spoiled, though. But it really didn't, so I'm really happy about that. It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Oh, I hope you can stream it. That would be so much fun to watch.
I would love to stream it and, like, you know, be involved in the community as much as possible, you know, because it's seriously one of my favorite game series, and everybody that I've talked to has been so nice. I mean, like, you're wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on. And it just seems like everybody's really passionate about it, and it's, like, such a, like, fun, like, niche game that it's, like, cool that everybody's so into it.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's so kind too. I mean, there's, like, no reason not to be, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun video game series. Yeah.
Why are you gonna be mean about it?
I know, literally. This is the best community. Like, the Clue Crew, we call ourselves. This is a family, you know. You just get to know everybody, and it's like your fandom. I totally get it. Yes. Yeah. I have met some of my very best friends that, like, in the world, that I talk to every single day because of Mystery of the Seven Keys, but also because of Nancy Drew games.
Yeah.
But, like, when Her Interactive started, like, teasing that the new game was coming last April, kind of, like, brought the community back to life. It had been several years.
It really did, yeah.
Brought us back. We were all of a sudden all back together, and like, just, I mean, I met so many cool people. It's been amazing. Like, this game in particular has really brought the community together.
It's so awesome to see, because, like, it's just so great. Like, I think the game is really good, and I think it's really fun. I think the characters are really good, and it's, like, so nice to have Nancy back, you know?
Yes.
Like, I just love it so much.
I know. She's so amazing.
Like, oh.
We always need more.
And I totally get it. I have done the fandom. My roommate and I met because we did fan fiction together in a fandom. That was how we met. So
yeah.
It's just so great that you can find people that way, you know. It's such a cool thing. And you're all like, we all love the same thing.
Yeah, literally. It's so, I don't know, it's so special. There's something so special about finding people who, like, you automatically have so many things in common.
Yeah, and it's like you just want to talk about the thing that you love, and it's like such a fun experience.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
I'm like,
it's
Nancy
so
Drew convention when?
Soon.
I'm like, please.
I know. So actually, since you mentioned that, I have a friend who is actually throwing a Nancy Drew convention next month. No, September. It's not technically August yet. It's in September, and it is Secret of Shadow Ranch themed, and it's going to be in Arizona, and she has plans to do others as well. So that's something that you could always look into if you wanted to do that. Also, I'm planning on doing one, not this year. I'm thinking next year. I set a date, and I don't know if it's going to work. But like, I'm planning on doing one on the East Coast.
Nice.
As well. Just like a little meetup, you know.
That's so fun. Oh my god, I love that it's themed too. The one your friend's doing is themed.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, mine will be themed as well. I'm thinking Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so good for like East Coast vibe too.
Yeah.
With that sort of like I guess it takes place in San Francisco, but I feel like that style house
it does.
Is more East Coast to me.
Yes. I actually have an old Victorian mansion that I'll be hosting in.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, not my house, but like I know where it's going to be.
You know
so
where.
Anyway, yeah, so like
cool.
spoilers for these events.
I think that people should 100% do Nancy Drew conventions.
Yes, because we've got the book convention. Like, that is a thing. And that's wonderful. And I love the books. I love them all. However, we need more game representation.
I know. I'm like, the games are so good.
Yes. Yes. East Coast and Message on Haunted Mansion. I hope I can go. I hope so too. Yes. I know. I want to do one in DC as well and do it Secret of the Scarlet Hand themed.
Oh, perfect.
How fun would that be? Like,
just go to all the places in the States and do games on the games.
Well, okay, so
even abroad, we'll go to Paris and do Danger by Design.
Yeah, maybe not right now, but like
oh, true, it's the Olympics. Yeah. Maybe not right now.
Oh my goodness, I know. But I was thinking like, okay, so me being on the East Coast where I am, I can hit like so many games, okay? Like I can hit Haunted Carousel in New Jersey. I can hit Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake because Moon Lake is in Pennsylvania. Obviously DC, and like I said, I'm gonna do Message in a Haunted Mansion. It's not in the right place, but like who cares? But like that's a lot.
The vibe is there. Yeah. Oh, you could do Salem too.
I could. Yes.
Salem's
well, they just had the book one there, and apparently it was amazing. So.
Oh, awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm like, please do a game convention for the Nancy Drew games. We deserve it.
Yes. Oh my goodness, it'll be so fun. So I'm definitely starting out really, really small. It'll be more of like a meetup than an actual like huge convention.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But like,
you know, we'll see what happens.
Where it goes. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, that was a fun tangent, but I've got so many questions. So
I know. Oh my god, no, it's totally fine. Please.
Okay. If you I asked that. What is your least favorite Nancy Drew puzzle?
I feel like everybody's gonna know when I say the chemical puzzle in Haunting of Castle Malloy. Like nobody's gonna disagree with that.
No.
Oh my god, there's no way.
That puzzle is so bad.
It's so frustrating. Oh my god, I'll never forget doing that one on stream and being like, we're gonna be here for a while, guys. Because like I'd played them all before I did the stream versions that I had done. They had played all of them. It was just a fun way to, interact with people and stuff. Yeah. So when I got to that one, I was like, it's so annoying because I love that game otherwise. Yeah. I love all the characters in that game. I love Ireland. I'm Irish, so like I'm like, yeah, Ireland. So I was so excited. And then I get to the end and I'm like, no.
Oh my word, that puzzle is so rough. That game is so wild. I have to die
at least like 12 times before I can get it right. It's awful.
Absolutely. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, that game is that's so interesting. Like the way that the jetpack and stuff is a thing is so funny.
Yes.
And like the sheep shearing too is so funny.
That game, I love it so much. It is not in like even my top 10, but like I love it. I mean, I love all the games. But like I love that game just because it is so stinking weird.
It is so weird. It's so fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's such a fun one. So the podcast that you just recorded before you were on here.
The chemical puzzle on that one.
Oh,
too.
did you? Oh my goodness.
I did.
So they had me on their podcast. I don't even remember. It was a while ago. And they were like, "Hey, what game do you want to talk about when you come on our podcast?" And I was like, "Can I please talk about Haunting of Castle Malloy?" And they were like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "Thank you," because that game is wild from start to finish. There is so much content to cover when you talk about that game.
It's so true. It is really wild from start to finish.
It's so great.
It's such a good one. It's so wild.
It was one of those ones, like I have this theory of like the writers just have like a dartboard, you know?
And they just threw the darts at the dartboard for that one.
Had to be. Where else do you get Banshee and Jetpack in the same sentence?
The same thing. And also, just like, I know I already said the sheep shearing thing, but the sheep one is like so funny. The like giant machine that the sheep's got.
The machine, and then it comes down, and then the sheep has like a mohawk.
Yes, little bows. Oh my god. It was so fun. I loved that.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It is a good game.
A great game. So wait. We just talked about your least favorite puzzle. Do you have a favorite puzzle?
Oh my god. Okay, favorite puzzle. That's a really tough question. There's so many good ones or ones that I like enjoy that I haven't really sat down and thought like, oh, like what's a good one?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not really a puzzle.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say that anytime I get to cook in the games, chef's kiss. Well, I'm really bad at the latte art and key. I was talking about that on the podcast too. I'm so bad at it. I was like, oh no, it took me like so long, and then I finally was like, okay, I'm just gonna click it like one at a time, like one little, just like one, and then you get to the end, and it's like you didn't fill it in enough, and I'm like,
yeah.
But like any other time, like I always loved. One of the reasons why I loved White Wolf of Icicle Creek is I loved doing the kitchen stuff in that one.
Top tier mini game there.
So good.
So good.
I really like the snack bar in Warnings at Waverly.
Also a favorite.
Yeah, so I feel like anytime I get to cook, I love it. I'm trying to think of what else I really have loved as far as puzzles go. I liked a lot of the puzzles in Shadow at the Water's Edge. I really liked the picture frame one where you have to like move the wires.
Yeah.
That one was so fun.
I like that one too. A lot of fans hate that puzzle.
What?
Yeah.
Am I in the minority?
Yeah. It's a really polarizing puzzle. Like people either like hate it, people usually hate it, or love it. I don't mind it at all.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, I found
this out.
It's
so fun.
I help run the Facebook group, the Nancy Drew Games fans Facebook group, and there were some posts over a period of time where people were like, "What do you hate?" And everyone hates that puzzle.
Really?
That and Fox and Geese. People hate Fox and Geese.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I was gonna say I really like Fox and Geese.
I like Fox and Geese too. I feel like I'm always in the minority. I always enjoy the stuff that people seem to think is like awful.
You know what other game I love? I guess it's not really a puzzle, but I love in what's it called? The one that's in Germany, the monster
Captive Curse.
Captive Curse, that's it. I'm so good at the names sometimes, and other times I'm like, I don't remember it all. Captive Curse had the like cow and monster game where you hide the cows. Love that one.
That's such a great game.
It is. I also really liked the board game that the guy designs too.
Raid.
Yes. Loved Raid as well. Yes. What a good game.
I want both of those games as actual games.
Same. That and Scopa. I love Scopa.
Scopa's so good.
It's funny because actually Phantom of Venice is probably one of my least favorite games. Like if I had to like rank the games, it's lower down for me.
Yeah.
But boy, do I love Scopa.
Me too. No, that's so funny you say that. So I have a friend who absolutely loves Phantom of Venice, and I forget it's a game sometimes. Like it's really like lower mid tier for me, I think.
Yeah.
It's
so
a
it just
great
like doesn't.
Game. Great game.
I feel like all of them are good, but sometimes you just like forget about certain ones. Yeah. I always forget about Haunted Carousel. When you were mentioning New Jersey, I was like, oh right, Haunted Carousel is in New Jersey. Yeah. Because I just always forget about that one. Mm-hmm. I think the reason I forget about that one was because I bought it later. Like I remember, I think what had happened was like I got Ghost Dogs, and then I think Haunted Carousel and Danger on Deception Island came out the same year, or maybe not the same year, but those were the two that were out when I was like able to buy another one, and my mom was like, you can pick one, and I was like, I'm obviously picking the one with the orca on it,
obviously.
Like, so I did Haunted Carousel like later on, and so I think I always forget about it. It's also really short.
It's really short. It's really
I forget
easy.
About that one.
Yes,
that one's super easy.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the ones that, like, if I wanted to speed run it, I could probably figure that one out, like, really easily.
Very quickly. Yeah, that I feel like that one and Kapu Cave are really fast. Like, they're short, both really short. Yeah. Yeah,
that one is super short. Secrets Can Kill, I can get through in 14 minutes.
Yeah, Secrets Can Kill is so fast.
Yeah, literally.
Even the remastered version still has it very fast.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I did a
do you mind if I just go grab my laptop charger?
Yeah,
I feel like
of course.
It's getting like weird, so hold on.
Absolutely. Take your time.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pause that for a second. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Let's go on in the chat. Hi Lou. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. Tori's excited about the game. She gets to talk to the girls at River Heights Buzz about next year. Let's see. Rachelle, your voice sounds so different from Adela's voice. I would never be able to tell it's you. Awesome work. Yeah, no, seriously. Her voice is so different in the game. Amy does not mind Fox and Geese. Ven leans into its name too much. It's a Phantom in Susie's mind. Oh my god, so Tori, I love you so dearly. You're gonna pull me through that game. I really do like the game. Because I like all the games, okay? Like, all the games are fun. They're great. But, like, oh, she's back, yay.
Yeah, it was fast. I just literally had to go around the other corner real quick. Excuse me. Like, turned into a duck for a second. I just had to quack around the corner.
Voicing a duck win?
I know, right? I'm like, let me do it. I can do it. Yeah, right. No, I was like, oh my god, my stupid computer, like I thought I charged it enough and it was like, JK, it's at 10%.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think I love all the games obviously, but I think sometimes when they're like some of them that are like longer and shorter, there's some that I can get through like so quick, and other ones like I'm pretty sure I could do Treasure in a Royal Tower with my eyes closed at this point, because it's like my favorite first one, played it so many times. Like I could just boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Oh yeah. I can do that with a lot of the earlier games, like Treasure in a Royal Tower. Last Journey Blue Moon Canyon, I can get through in like an hour and a half. Like
an hour. Blue Moon Canyon's a good one. I like that one a lot.
Such a good one.
The characters in that are like quality.
They're set.
I love Charlena Purcell.
Yes.
The novelist, because I really want to write a book someday. So
you should. Oh my word.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
but it just takes a long time to write a book.
I can imagine. Especially being as busy as you are.
Yeah, because I do acting, I do directing, and I do script adaptation for dubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do a little bit of everything in the creative world and the industry, kind of. So I try to find time to write books too, because I just love writing so much. So
that's so cool. What kind of book are you trying to write?
So the thing I'm working on right now is kind of like a steampunk sci-fi-ish kind of thing. I feel like it has more of a fantasy vibe, but there's no like magic or anything. Like, so it's hard to explain, and it feels more like it's about the technology. So that's why I'm like, okay, it's kind of steampunky, I guess.
That's awesome. I'm listening.
And romance stuff too, because like I am a sucker. I love like romanticy. You know, that kind of thing.
You have to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is so excellent. So tell us a little bit about your other endeavors, like about your acting and your directing and all of your other stuff.
Yeah. So I love acting. I love directing. I've been acting for, I don't know, 12 years. 12 years. I've been very, again, I know I said this earlier, #blessed to work on a lot of my favorite franchises like Nancy Drew, Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem. You know, I've just been really lucky. I've had some really, really wonderful things happen in my career. I've played so many cool characters. Just gonna keep pushing forward. I love doing games. I love doing anime. Yeah, those two are my faves. Yeah, video games and anime. I am working on an audiobook right now. For an anime that I was in.
That's so cool.
The anime is called I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. It's like one of those like really long title animes. And so I've been doing the audiobook, and I think the first 2 are out.
Okay.
I don't know if I know the first one is. I don't know if the second one came out or if it's still up for pre-order. But that's so fun because I get to do like all the character voices, and
that's
like
gonna be amazing.
Such a fun like experience.
Yeah.
So that's super fun. I directed a couple games. The one I can talk about is the Cookie Run Witch's Castle game. So it's not the same as the regular like Kingdom game. It's like a side game.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, it's got like Candy Crush vibes where you like match the stuff, but the storyline that goes with it is like so fun.
I love that.
And I love getting to work with everybody and work with all the actors.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Yeah, so I feel like I've done some cool stuff. Yeah. I've been really lucky.
How did you get into acting?
So I was really into musicals in high school. I did a lot of musical theater. College, I did some theater, and then I kind of kept doing musicals. I did a bunch of theater, but I wasn't super into like really intense theater, like that sort of like, you know, Chekhov or like really darker stuff. I was more into the fun, like you know, musicals, lighthearted stuff. Not saying that darker, intense acting isn't fun. It is. It's very fun to get into like that gritty, intense character that really, you know, digs deep and stuff. That's fun too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so I was a huge anime video game fan. And then I was kind of like, in college, it hit me that like you can act for those things. Yeah. Like that the voices are a thing. Yeah. And I started doing a lot of stuff online, like, you know, radio plays, audio dramas, some indie stuff, you know. And then after I finished college, I was like, what if I just moved to LA and tried to be an actor? Like, you know, nobody does that. But so I did, and it's actually crazy. But I've done it. I've made it. I'm somehow doing it. I'm somehow acting. It's so cool.
I mean, obviously it's working out.
Yes, it worked out. I got very lucky that it worked out. I've met some really wonderful people that I consider like family out here at this point, that have helped me career-wise, just been great friends. Yeah. And, it's honestly been a very positive experience. Like, the voiceover community is super nice, and I feel like everybody is really helpful. Everybody wants to help people. You know, they're like, oh, you want to get in to this thing? Like, let me suggest you. Like, I've worked with that director, or, you know, like, I've worked with this person. Like, I'd love to help you get in, or, you know, like, or like, oh, you should listen to this person because they're so great, you know, and it's people are really helpful, which I feel like is not what I expected coming into like a acting world.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be more cutthroat. It's not, though.
That's really nice.
I mean, it's competitive in that, like, it's hard to book stuff because, you know, you get tons of people auditioning for stuff. But
I'm sure.
I don't feel like, generally speaking, people are usually like, oh, you'd be so good for this. You should read on it. And it doesn't feel like, ooh, I don't want you to read on this because I want it, not you. You know, like that sort of energy. Like, you don't really get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I started acting, and I realized that voiceover was really what I wanted to do. And I've just been really lucky that it's worked.
I love that. Wow, what a great story. That's so positive.
Yeah.
Wow. Love it. Okay, what's our next question? Do you have a favorite quote from a Nancy Drew game?
Okay. Well, obviously the classic is that it's locked.
Absolutely.
I do feel like anytime I play Curse of Blackmore Manor, Lulu always has tons of stuff to say.
Oh, yes.
And always the song, the like, Brigitte with her eyes so bright, you know, that one too. Yeah. Oh, anything that Hotchkiss says.
Oh, yes.
Also. I like when she like wants chicken wings or something
like that.
Oh,
yes.
So I love her.
Yes. Oh, she's such an icon.
Such an icon. Love her. She's like my fave. I'm trying to think if there's any other like quotes that I've loved. I think those are kind of some of my favorites, you know.
Do you have like favorite characters too?
Oh yeah. Hotchkiss is one of them for sure. She's always been one of my faves. I like a weird love of Dagny and Sea of Darkness.
Yeah.
She's like kind of mysterious, but also like really cool.
She's awesome.
She's awesome. Yeah, I really like her. Also, like, this is like kind of a basic answer, but like I love Sunny June because he's like always popping up, and then he like actually shows up, you know, in Shattered Medallion. So love Sunny June. I love his like weird alien stuff.
Me too. Look, I'm literally drinking out of
Yes, I love it. He's so great. What a great character.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like those are some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Charlena Purcell, I mentioned her as well. I also love Dave in Shadow
the cowboy
Ranch, the hot one.
Yeah. That's a classic answer,
right? Yeah, I'm like, that's like a typical answer too. Yeah. I love the orca and Danger. Danger on Deception Island.
Yes. What great game.
I think like because Treasure in the Royal Tower is one of my first, obviously Hotchkiss, but I always loved Dexter Egan.
Oh, me too.
Story.
Yeah.
Like he's just this like grumpy guy, but like secretly he like loves that hotel and like that's where he grew up, and like you find out so much about him, and like I don't know, there's just something so wonderful about him.
Oh, I love Dexter Egan. Me and my sister like kind of obsessed over Dexter Egan. I don't know how else to describe it. We stand
he's so
Dexter
good.
Egan. He's so great. He's
such a good person.
I know.
He seems so mean and grumpy, but he's not. He's a very good person. And he really cared about his dad.
Just
so it like makes me so emotional.
I know. He's just like, hey, kiddo.
I know.
I love him. He is so wonderful. And except for that he says library. That's his only downfall.
He does say library. Oh, he does say library.
Yeah. He's a 10, but he says library.
He's a 10, but he says library.
Okay, we've got a question in the chat for you.
Sure.
Before you started playing Awakening, what is the highest difficulty did you start? Like hard or lunatic?
Oh my god, I've never played Fire Emblem on anything other than easy. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Oh yeah, I probably should confess that about this too. I have never done expert detective. I'm always an easy girly. I am not good at
Okay, that's totally fine, because in this particular game series, I feel like it doesn't affect most of the games that much.
No.
Besides, like, in the later... Okay, so in the earlier games, there's, like, one puzzle, usually, that was, like, just a little more difficult.
A little bit harder. Yeah.
And then, like, those, like, middle era games, it was like, okay, well, you're not gonna have a task list, and we're gonna have one puzzle that's way harder. And then the last, like, I don't know, 10 or 15... we're like, okay, we're gonna have like 5 puzzles that are really difficult. And you're not gonna have a task list.
I love the task list.
Me too.
I love checking stuff off. So that's why I feel like that's why I always do it. It's not necessarily the puzzle that I'm like, oh no. It's more that I'm like, I don't want to lose my like, check that off.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Or can't check that off yet. You know.
Oh, I know, it's so iconic too. But like, I don't know about anybody else. I tend to like stop playing a game, leave, come back and be like, now what was I doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's nice to have it there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for other games too, like just to kind of answer that question too about like the lunatic heart or whatever, I've always done everything on easy.
Yeah.
Even like the games that I've like I usually play on like story mode or whatever. Sometimes I have played hard games before. I played a bunch of Elden Ring. And I played a bunch of like Lies of P, which is also kind of like in that Souls-like category. Mm-hmm. But I usually always try to like cheese it really hard. Like I find the build that makes it really easy.
Yeah.
I'm very much more of like a story person. Like I want to experience the story, and I don't want to get frustrated by the game and then stop playing the story.
Yes, and that's what Maggie in chat says, games are supposed to be fun, and I'm so with her.
Yes,
yeah,
they are. Yeah. So sometimes it's like when you get to the point where you're like, this is too hard. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and I started on like it was like balanced, I think is like the regular one, and I was like, that should be fine because there's gonna be a lot of talking and stuff, and then I was like, oh no. Level 4 goblins were like killing me, and I was like, no, I gotta put this on story mode. I can't do this.
Oh my goodness. No, I get it. I'm so bad at games. I feel like just in general, like I am a gamer, like a hardcore gamer. Okay, I love to game, but you know what I love is like cozy games.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yes. I totally understand.
Yeah, things that won't kill me and make me just want to throw my computer.
I totally understand. Yeah. I have like my game vibes. Like sometimes I'm playing stuff that's really intense. Obviously, like I was mentioning some of the more intense games. But oh man, I have 500 hours on Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Like 100%.
Yes.
Oh my Pandemic, that was it.
There is something to be said about the games that like you don't have to choose a difficulty.
Yes. Oh, I so agree.
Yes. Like especially I feel like as like a busy adult, you know, like when you can just sit down and really enjoy something. And obviously like this is no shade to anybody who plays like more intense games. Intense games can be that, but I don't know, for me personally, I have found that the intense games don't really relax me.
No, my roommate always makes a joke where like she came out the other day because she was in her room like talking on the phone, and I was playing Baldur's Gate, and she came out and she goes, you look like that meme right now that's like, I'm having so much fun right now. And I was like, that's how I feel. Yes. I was like, I can't get past this stupid thing, I'm so upset.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Literally.
It's true.
Oh my word. Isn't that the same way with like reading though, where it's like, this book broke my heart into a million pieces. Read it. It's so good.
It's so good. Oh my god, the amount of times that I have to a couple of my friends been like, I need you to read this book, it's so bad. And she was like, what do you mean? Why are you suggesting bad books to me? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I need to like rage about it with somebody. I just finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which is kind of Nancy Drew-esque. It feels very modern day-y Nancy Drew. But I got I loved the first two, and I hated the third book.
Really?
With a
Oh no!
burning passion. And I went to dinner with a friend, and I was like, "You're not gonna read these, right?" And he was like, "No, I don't think I'm gonna." This not like he's like more into fantasy stuff and like some horror and everything. And he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you everything." And I literally just like went off, and I was like, I was so mad. So yeah, the amount of times I've been like, I hated this, please read it. But I've also done the thing too where it's like, I love this, it broke my soul, but please read it because it's amazing.
Yes.
So the amount of times that's happened is so many.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. I do a lot of reading as well. But of course, I also have like my friends who I feel like I have to protect, you know? So like I was at Barnes & Noble just the other day with one of my best friends, and she's precious, okay? And she needs to be protected. So I was like, remember that book that we were talking about? Don't read it.
Yeah, you were like, don't actually read that one. It's not going to be good.
She was like, oh, I wanted it to be good so bad. And I was like, it was good.
I want to ask what book it is so bad.
Okay, so this is totally different, like, genre-wise than what we're talking about. It was a like more of a romantic book, and she is the type of person who wants absolutely like no spice in books.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we were reading, it was called Raiders of the Lost Heart.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yes. Okay.
It looks cute.
It was good. Okay. I was like, it was good for not you. You know?
Yeah, you were like, but don't, not you.
I was like, okay, so the actual title is Horny in the Jungle.
All right.
She was like, oh, okay, got it. I wanted it to be so good. I was like, it was good. It was
but like, you probably wouldn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so that was really fun because like we go and we look at like the spice rating, and like, you know, I can handle like a bit more spice, you know. I'm an adult. I have a healthy marriage. I can handle some spice, you know. But then there are a lot of people who like just don't want that at all.
Just don't want it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was definitely one of those situations where I was like, it was not your style.
You're like, it's good, but you will not like it.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of books where I've done that with my friend. Like, she has a certain couple things she like really doesn't like in books, and so like I'll read something and I'll be like, girl, don't read that one, you're gonna hate it. And she's like, oh really? And I'm like, it has this in it, and she goes, you're right, I would hate that. And I was like, I know. Yeah.
And I mean, I have those things too, you know, like, but I that one was just super funny. So if you enjoy romance, listeners, if you enjoy romance, if you enjoy archaeology, if you enjoy lots of sex, that's the book for you.
I know, it's so funny. I'm like, after I like said some of the books, I was like, when I was at the beginning, I was like, oh, I should try to keep it PG. And like, there's some other books I could say that have some spice in it, but I'm like, oh, I'll keep it to like the more like tame ones. I guess Throne of Glass gets a little spicy at the end, but not badly. But yeah, I was like, I'll keep it PG, you know.
Yeah.
But I definitely like a little spice in a book. So.
Oh yeah, it can be really fun. There's been some that I'm like, you know, feeling a little uncomfortable. And then I like skip. You know, I do listen to audiobooks. And that's so easy to do. Nice. And then I can still enjoy the book.
You can still enjoy the book. Yeah, just skip ahead. Who cares? You don't need to listen to it.
It's great. I love that. And that's the best part about reading, though, is that, like, there is truly something for everyone.
Oh, yeah. There's, like, if you like a certain type of genre or certain type of thing. I mean, my roommate is all about horror. She, like, reads only, like, horror books. And that's not my thing. I'm, like, really bad at horror. I get, like, I'm a wuss.
Same.
I'm, like, such a wuss.
Yeah.
She's always like, I'm reading this gruesome, intense book. And I'm like, cool. I can't do it.
Yep. Yeah. I tend to do more
I'm like, oh no, I feel so bad, chat. I was just
it's
like,
okay. I'm sorry, chat.
Scandalized. I'm like, I know, I'm so
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I tend to do a lot more like if a Hallmark movie was a book, that's what I read, you know? They're so easy to get through, and I just like push play and I do my dishes, you know? And like I don't have to think. That's like the best kind of book to me.
I love a good like cute romance, like you said, a Hallmark movie and a book, rom-com.
Like Emily Henry, are you familiar?
Yes, I love Emily Henry.
Yeah.
I haven't read her newest one.
I haven't either.
Funny Story, but I've read all her other ones.
Yeah.
love Beach Read is probably my favorite, but I really love all of her books. I've literally given 5 stars to every single one.
Oh, they're so good. I really love
so
People
good.
We Meet on Vacation was so good.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. I just finished Happy Place at the beginning of this month, actually.
Yeah.
And people said that was like their least favorite of hers, but I really liked it. I thought
haven't
it was
read
really
it yet.
good. That one's really good.
Yeah.
I really, really love it.
I need to do like a little bit of an Emily Henry like catch up, I think.
Yeah, I really want to read her newest one. I own it, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't read
I have a bunch of
I
those
own
up
a
there.
lot of books. I know. I'm like, I should have positioned my computer so that it was in front of my bookshelf.
That's okay. Yeah.
I have like
Are you
a ton of book stuff, and I have like I have Fairy Loot books. I like subscribe to Fairy Loot, so I have all the like pretty ones with sprayed edges and all that. I'm like a total book addict. It's
my goodness. Same, obviously.
I'm like, it's beautiful. I know I should have put my
Yeah, okay, are you if you're familiar with Emily Henry, I know she's not as popular, but have you heard of Carrie Winfrey?
No.
I feel like if you like Emily Henry, I feel like you'd like Carrie Winfrey.
Like her? Oh, I'm so curious now. I'm like, I kind of want to like look up what it is.
They're so fun.
How do you spell her name?
It's Kerry.
Okay.
And then Winfrey.
Oh my god, okay, great. I am gonna put her on my look at her stuff.
Yes. So my favorite of hers is Waiting for Tom Hanks.
Okay, yeah, that was the one that just popped up when I pulled up Goodreads.
It's so good. So good. And there's a sequel about like the side characters and they become like the main character. I love when that happens.
Well, that's like my favorite thing when they do like a series like that where it's like this one pairing and then it's like, remember how that guy was like the friend of that guy? He's the main character of this book, or she's the main character. I'm like, yes, give me vaguely related series.
Give me all the books like that.
Yes, I love that too.
Yes. So that's usually my genre. The lesser scandalous ones. Sorry, chat. Yeah. That and mysteries. Yes, I love a good mystery.
Love a good mystery.
Yeah.
I saw somebody in the chat was saying they'd read Frida McFadden, and I haven't read any of her books, but I really want to.
I haven't read any of hers either.
Yeah. She's always popping up on like Goodreads as like trending and stuff like that. Like the Housemaid one, and then like the Inmate one, I think is another one that I've seen too a bunch. So I really need to like sit down and like read some of hers because I think I'd really enjoy.
Yeah. I see in chat also Allie Hazelwood. I don't think I've read any of hers.
I haven't yet, but people keep telling me they're so good.
Yeah, they're super popular. And you know, that's the thing though, is like I don't read a lot of the like popular books because I am cheap and I do like through my library. So I've got like Hoopla and Libby, and I do it through like my library card and get the audiobooks. And you know how hard it is to get like the new popular books?
Yeah. Oh no, I have a couple friends that do like the Libby thing, and it's like she was saying like I remember when the second Fourth Wing Iron Flame. I was like, what's the name? Iron Flame. Yeah. The second Fourth Wing came out, and she had to wait like forever to get it because the line for it was insane. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. Luckily for me, the Raiders of the Lost Heart one, which I was like pretty popular recently, apparently.
You were able to get it.
Did not have to wait too long. It was just a couple weeks. So I feel like everybody kind of was like, let's do this quickly because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's always ideal. So I was like, I'm going to be waiting like literally 12 weeks for this book. And I didn't have to. It was great.
Like, yes. Yeah, somebody else in the chat is like, heck yeah, Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I'm like, yeah, I love Fourth Wing so much.
Oh,
I love dragons.
Love it. Oh my goodness. This is such a fun conversation.
I know. I'm sorry. We went totally off topic about books. I just like will always talk about books. We can totally swerve back to what the actual questions are. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Wait, mystery thrillers? Ooh, lots of mystery authors being mentioned right now.
I love Lisa Jewell. I read her most recent one that was like very, very good. Ruth Ware has 2 or 3 books on my list that I really, really want to read as well.
Ooh.
So I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna like pull all these. Lucy Foley also has a couple books I want to read. I have so many of them that I'm like, oh yes, let's give me all the books. Give me all the books.
So good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't read too many mysteries lately. I binged the entire series. It's like an older, like way older series. The Amelia Peabody series is like, you know, it's archaeology, it's Egypt, it's, you know, mystery. So like I binged that, and then I kind of was like, nothing's ever gonna be this good when it comes to like this kind of book. And I haven't read anything like mystery related ever since, except for by that author. So
you're like, oh. If you like archaeology and like Egypt and stuff, and you're okay with a little bit of fantasy, What the River Knows.
Oh, I read it.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, good. Yes. So you know.
Yes.
So
good. That was good.
I'm so excited for the new one that comes out in like a couple months. I'm like, please. I can't wait. The ending was such a drama too. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that book. I was so excited when I found out about that book. I was like, this is my niche.
It was literally like everything I love tied up into a little bow, and I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. Oh, so good. It was
so good. Yeah, I'm really excited for the second one. November, I think.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's like later this year, so I'm like, I can't wait. It's so good. It's so good.
I think the author just announced that she's doing 2 more books, not in the same series, but in like a different series as well.
Oh, like a new thing.
Like a new thing.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I love her writing, so I'm here. I'm like, girl, you got me. I'm here.
Yes, absolutely. I know.
That's awesome. Oh, I love books so much.
Me too.
I'm like going off about books. I really went off the rails.
No, this is the best. Gonna have to come back to this later and write down all the book suggestions. Literally, I know. I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
I'm like, well, let me tell you, I have a Goodreads and I post everything on there. And on my Instagram, I always post what I'm reading. And at the end of every month, I do a wrap up being like, here's everything I read this month.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Divine Rivals. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't read that yet.
Oh, Divine Rivals is so good. So good. That and Ruthless Vows. That was last year, 2 of my all-time favorite. Well, I guess Ruthless Vows I read kind of like at the end of December turning over into January, but so good. The 2 main characters in that, A+, like just so good.
Oh, I love that series. That's so fun. Okay, definitely adding all of this to my list. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
That book killed me. Oh no.
It was so good. The pain.
That's literally what we were talking about earlier.
I know, like, please read this. It will destroy you, but like, please read it.
Yes. Oh my word. I've had books too where I was like, this book, something weird happened and I don't understand it. Can you please read it and then like explain it to me?
It. Yeah.
Yes. I've had that with like children's books. Like I actually had my husband read oh goodness, what is it called? By Lemony Snicket, All the Wrong Questions.
Oh.
Okay, so like I was with it for all the books, and then the last book and the last like part of the book, something happened that I was like, really now?
You were like, wait a second.
Yeah. And it wasn't that crazy, you know, and I was just kind of surprised that it happened at all. And like maybe somebody listening is like, that you should have seen that coming. They hinted at the whole time, and they did, but I didn't. So I had my husband read it.
Didn't. Also, I just saw Laura say I love reading YA, even though I'm old. I'm like, no, you're never too old to read YA. There's so many good YA books.
I love YA.
I do too.
So good.
Constantly. I literally just finished reading a YA thing recently, and
Thank you for
like I said, I do the Fairy Loot box and stuff like that, so I get the YA box from them too. So
Oh, that's so. Your husband owns this book. We haven't read it. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So
I didn't know that he wrote anything other than Series of Unfortunate Events. Like, not to be that person, but I'm like, oh, he had other. When you said this other book, I was like, What? He wrote something other than Series of Unfortunate Events?
So let me tell you about this series, actually.
Yeah,
this is so exciting.
I'm like,
okay, so
okay.
I have them right, where are they? Right there. And then the series I'm talking about is right there. So, yes, so after Unfortunate Events, obviously, he wrote the prequel series. So All the Wrong Questions follows Lemony Snicket through before anything ever happens. He's like young and he's being inducted into VFD.
What?
Yes. And
this is like blowing my mind. I'm like, there's no way there's a whole other series. That's crazy.
There is, and it was good. Like it wasn't the same, obviously.
Right.
But like
right.
it had the same vibes, you know?
Yeah.
It was like the same style of like you know, children's literature where you're like, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, I've always really loved that style of writing of like, I really appreciate the
same.
It's for children, but they don't treat the reader like a child, you know?
Yeah, and you can enjoy it as an adult. It's kind of like, it's almost like that like Disney movie thing where it's like there's some jokes in there where you're like, oh, this is like Inside Out 2 was for kids, but there was so much stuff in there that like me as an adult was like, wow, I so connect with so much that they just
absolutely
So stuff like that I feel like is such a thing, and it's like so cool that they like do that.
Absolutely. Wait, 80% of the books I read are Jane Austen fan fiction because I need predictable fluff. The other 20% are popular romance novels and YA. Yes, Maggie, I'm with you. That is like, say, and I also, I do a lot of classics as well because, like, you know.
Same. I was an English major, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
I've done a bunch of classics. Great Gatsby is like one of my favorite novels of all time.
Absolutely.
I love Great Gatsby so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Amazing.
He's so good. I do love Jane Austen as well, so.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm reading a Jane Austen novel currently for the first time ever. I can't believe that I had never read it before.
Which one are you reading?
Northanger Abbey.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
I had never read it, and it's so good.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love everything she's written. I took a class in college that was literally just a Jane Austen class, and we read like her books, but then we also read like a couple modern day like twists on some of them.
I love those.
Yeah, and we like watched some movies and stuff too. Like we watched like Clueless and everything. So it was fun. It was really fun.
Oh my goodness. Oh, anything Jane Austen. Like obviously I'm trying to get through all of her actual books, but I read a lot of like modern retellings as well. Those are always so much fun.
Modern retellings. It's so fun.
Oh, they're so fun. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying reading Northanger Abbey for the first time. I texted my sister who was also an English major, and I was like, hey, am I supposed to hate the Thorpes as much as I do? It's just so fun. What's your second favorite? Oh, I love that. What's your first favorite?
I know, I'm so curious too.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like Emma's my favorite, but also I like Persuasion a lot too.
Persuasion is good.
Yeah, I had to read Persuade. I had to, classes or whatever. Oh, twist my arm, why don't you? But I had to read Persuasion like 2 or 3 times for different classes. Somehow Persuasion always kept getting picked. So I feel like because I've read that one the most at this point, I'm like, yeah, Persuasion. It kind of just bumped up there because it was always the one. It was always the one we were reading.
Yeah. Oh, Pride and Prejudice is your favorite. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so fair. Pride and Prejudice is like such a classic. I have a really pretty version of it that we got through that Jane Austen class. It was like this really cool like hardcover one with like a little ribbon, and it was really cute. I was like, this is like pretty. A great version of this. I'm so happy I own it.
I love beautiful bound classics.
Me too.
Yes. Oh, I love Sense and Sensibility too. My favorites are Sense and Sensibility and Emma. I feel like Emma is top, but like Sense and Sensibility is a close
Emma's
second.
So good.
It's so good. I love Emma as a person. I feel like as far as Jane Austen heroines go, I feel like I connect with her, which is horrible because she's kind of a bitch.
No, but she's like, I feel like for the time period, it feels that way, but also like she's kind of just like awesome at the same time. Like nowadays, I feel like it wouldn't be as like quote unquote bitchy, you know what I mean? Yeah,
I love her. Oh my goodness. I just think like I know a lot of people don't like her. And I have a book club where I started this book club with my friends, and I was like, I want to read classics, and I want to read like really nice things. I was like, I want a book club where like the books make you feel good, you know?
Yeah.
So we started this book club, and we've read like a whole ton of books, and we did Emma at one point. And my friend, one of my best friends, I was like, are you enjoying it? And she was like, no. And I was like, no. She couldn't stand Emma.
Oh no. That's so sad.
It made me so sad.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, I love that. Oh. Man, I feel so bad. We like totally went off
topic.
It's okay. I'm so sorry.
That is all right. All right. Okay, let's get back to these questions.
Yes. I was like, we should get back on to the question place.
Okay, let's see. Have you, okay, this is really specific. Have you possibly seen the Nancy Drew budget trailer where a dog plays all the characters? Her name is Lilo, and she has the tagline, Dare to Lilo, instead of Dare to Play, like in the Nancy Drew games. Would you be willing to give your best Dare to Lilo? Like I've had other voice actors do this for her.
Oh my god, no, I've never seen this.
I'll send it to you.
I'm like, please show me.
It's the cutest thing. Hold on, I will pull it up and I will send it to you. Yeah. But yeah, so I've had other voice actors on my podcast, and I've had them say Dare to Lilo. And I mean, you could do it in your voice, or you could do it in your Adela voice if you would like.
Adela voice. Oh man, Adela voice is hard because I have to like get back into the accent. I saw somebody earlier being like, "Oh, I didn't realize the accent wasn't real," and I was like, "Oh, right, I've done it. I achieved it."
The hair flip.
So funny. I know. I was like, I did it. It's that I was saying on the podcast before, or maybe I said it on the. I can't remember when I said what. But I had never booked an Eastern European accent before, so it was such a cool experience. I booked like British, and I've booked a bunch of like Boston-y, New York, because I'm from the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I've booked a bunch of stuff like that before, but I'd never booked like an Eastern European accent. So it was cool to do something like totally different. Yeah. It was awesome.
it was so good. You did such a great job.
Thank you. I'm so glad it was good. Okay, wait, so I'm gonna check out this video.
Yes.
It's pretty cute.
I can't believe I've never seen this.
E10 for ages 10 and up.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
So this
Sorry, I'm just like watching.
No,
this
go
on
for
the
it.
screen.
This is by my friend Southern Sleuth. She made this whole thing with only her dog and things she had in her house.
Look at the dog. This is awesome. Oh my god, the little suit. The dog in the little suit. Also, I love the like little like Lego. It's not Lego, I don't think, but it's like the little figurines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the Adela outfit for the dog is perfect. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so that's Lilo. She's the cutest.
This is the cutest thing ever. I won't watch the whole thing just because.
Yeah, go
it's
for
like 3 minutes,
whatever you like.
But it's, oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah. So that's Lilo. She's precious.
Yeah.
We love her.
God, that's so funny. I love all the comments being like, excellent. I laughed so hard. It's so cute. So for the Dare to Lilo, is it like they say like in the same way, like the Dare to Play kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like Dare to Lilo.
Yes.
Like intense.
Yes.
That's so cute.
She's gonna love that. She's been like collecting. Like I've been asking everybody. She's been like collecting all of these, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have so many."
So many. And like I can send her like a high quality MP3 of it instead. So it's
I can give you her email if you like.
I would be so happy to send her something.
Absolutely. All right, I'll send you her email, and you can give her a little quote there. She'll love that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she also edited this one in Canva, which makes me cry in video editor. Yes. So.
Oh my god, in Canva?
In Canva.
Whoa. I've used Canva for like graphics and stuff. It's great for graphics.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh god, for a video editor? Woo.
Can you imagine?
I'm like, good for her.
I was like, there are better things.
I know. I'm like, girl, oh no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. What other questions do we have? Got sidetracked looking at the video.
Know, the books and the video.
Okay. Frank or Joe? Who do you prefer?
Oh, this is tough. I love them both for different reasons. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, because like Joe's the funnier one.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm kind of a blonde girly with with boys. Like I feel like I lean towards like the like broody blonde prince
Mm-hmm.
or like goofy like jokestery guy.
Yes.
So I feel like he's kind of the perfect mix of those two.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm gonna go with Joe.
Good choice.
It's tough though because I like them both so much.
I know. Okay, then in the new game, do you prefer Oscar or Radek?
Radek for sure.
He's cutie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cute. He's cute.
He's so cute.
Also, I like Kieran a lot. He's great. He's
Kieran's
really fun.
so great. Kieran's also
He's
so
so fun.
cute.
He is. He's so fun.
Goodness. I know.
We've been in a couple of classes and stuff together.
Oh.
He's just so great. He's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Yeah. When I got to talk to Kieran, I was like, oh, like, what did you think of your character when you first saw him? And he was like, I thought he was cute. I was like, I know.
So cute. He's the cute one.
He's so cute. I know.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Radek all the way for sure.
Oh, yeah. He's adorable. Although Oscar is also pretty great. I find him really soothing.
Yes, I like Oscar. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the characters in the game are really fun and like good.
They're so good.
Obviously I'm partial to Adela because she's my girl.
Yes.
But yeah, I think if I had to pick a second favorite, it would be Radek, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love Adela, but I love all the characters. They're all so good in this game.
Has Rachelle played the games? And I'm like, oh man, you came in late because I definitely already went off about how I played all the games and it was crazy.
She's a super fan.
I know, I'm a super fan.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to hold anything back with this girl.
With this group.
She's got it all. Rachelle knows everything.
I will answer anything about Nancy Drew. I love Nancy Drew. So.
Let's see if we've got anything left.
So I will say, I haven't read the books since I was in like elementary school, which was a long time ago.
That's
so
fine.
I don't really remember much of the books.
That's
I bought the first 10 again, like because they come in like those box sets.
Yeah.
So I really want to go through and like reread all of them and just like relive it.
Yeah.
But I just haven't done it yet because I have so many books I want to read. So
there is a podcast that might work out for you then. It's called True Drew. And it's my friend Avery actually has been going through and reading all of the books and then talking about them. So that might be a fun option for you.
To, like
if you don't want to you can like kind of get like a little recap of like how everything goes.
I know, because I know some of them. I mean, like I know like Shadow Ranch is like in the original like, set of books, and I know Secret of the Old Clock is a mix of Old Clock and Lilac Inn and one other one too, I think.
Hidden Staircase? Maybe?
Yeah, Hidden Staircase.
Okay,
that's it. It's like a combination of like all three of them, which is really cool. So yeah, I kind of want to go through and just like reread all of them. So
yes, I tried to read the books that like the games are based on, but some of them are so wildly not like the games.
Yeah. And some of them are really hard to find.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid being so excited and wanting to read Treasure in the Royal Tower and Final Scene, and I think they were files.
They're files, yeah.
Yeah. And I found them, and those two are actually pretty close to the game.
Yeah,
Those
they
two
are.
pretty
They are.
like spot on.
Yeah.
But they were so hard to find. I remember having to like order them at my library because at the time the libraries did those things where like it would ship to other, like if it was like in the same like general like couple towns over.
Mine
like
does
it
that.
would ship.
Yeah.
I was like, do libraries still do that? I don't know.
They do, yeah, or at least mine does.
I mostly buy my books now because I like to display all of them, and then if I don't like a book or something, I donate it to like little free libraries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I remember having to like order it from like a different library like miles away because I was like, I just want this one specific one.
Yeah. Oh, Trust No Tower was a good one. The earlier ones really were pretty spot on. Like Message in a Haunted Mansion was like exact almost.
Oh, is it exact? Like almost one for one? Oh,
it's pretty close. It's probably the closest one that I have read personally.
Okay, that's awesome.
I feel like Secret of the Scarlet Hand was pretty decent.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the, like we were kind of saying, a lot of the earlier ones I think were really close. Like, I feel like I'm pretty sure I read Deception Island because I was obsessed with that one because of the orca. I'm pretty sure that was also a Files.
I think so. I actually haven't read that one. I haven't found that one yet.
I feel like I read that one. It was so long. I'm like going back to like middle school era me, and I'm like, oh god, it's been so long. I'm dating myself.
It's okay.
I'm aging myself. I'm like, oh, I was in school so long ago, an old lady.
I do the same thing. Okay, but have you read Diamond Deceit, the one that Mystery of the Seven Keys is based on?
I haven't, and so now I'm like, I really want to read it because I want to see how accurate it is.
It's not.
It's not? Oh, you read it?
I have read it. I was able to find it through thrift books.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's so beat up, but like it was whole enough for me to read it. But yes, read it because your character is very different.
Oh man, now I'm like so intrigued.
Yes,
okay, wait, I have
to
to find it.
You have to read it. You have to let me know what you think.
I will. Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on a hunt tonight, and I'm gonna find it.
You have
I'll
to
hunt
find
it down.
It's a good one. It was a fun one. It was wild.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, well, okay, I feel like I want to beat Key first.
Yeah.
Then read it. Because
I don't have like, because it's two separate things. Have like Key here and then like Diamond Deceit here.
Diamond Deceit there. Like two separate things.
Yeah, especially because you'll see when you start reading it, you'll be like, wait, where's my character?
Yeah, like, wait, what?
Yeah, she's very different in the book. So
I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, you have to read it. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What are some other questions we have for you? Okay, how do you like your coffee?
Oh no, this is a bad question. I actually hate coffee.
Oh no!
I'm like, oh, don't tell anyone. I don't drink coffee.
That's okay.
This is my shame. Yeah, no, I don't like coffee at all. I do drink tea. I like tea a lot. But I don't like coffee. I just don't like the taste of it.
That's okay.
I've tried it so many times. And it's so funny because I feel like anytime people are always like, oh, you should try this because you can't really taste the coffee in it. And I'm like, that is incorrect. Anytime there's coffee in a drink, I can always taste it. It's so obvious to me. I just like hate the taste.
That's okay.
It's so fun. Yeah, that and I voiced Susie in Little Witch Academia, this anime, and she's obsessed with mushrooms. She's like always like brewing potions because like witchy. It's like very like cute little witch girls like doing magic and stuff. And so she's always doing like potions and stuff with these like poisonous mushrooms. She's trying to collect all these mushrooms. And people will always be like, what's your favorite mushroom? And I'm like, I hate mushrooms. I don't eat them. And I'm like, man, this is like my shame. I keep getting these characters that like things that I hate.
Oh my gosh. That's okay. It's okay.
I know.
Well, I mean, you drink tea, so that's fine. You're on Spilling the Tea with Susie right now. So
I love tea.
Yeah.
So.
What's your favorite tea?
Okay, so I love there's this like pomegranate berry tea by Twinings, I think, and that one's really, really good. I love the Tezo Passion tea.
Ooh, yes.
That's like one of my favorites. This is like so voice actor of me, but I love Throat Coat.
Yes.
It's like, use your voice. But I just genuinely like the taste of it. It tastes good.
Oh, it's delicious.
Like that like licoricey taste, but I really, really like the flavor of Throat Coat.
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of throat coat.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Um,
Licorice and
I like-
tea is so good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Anything with hibiscus in it, I love like hibiscus tea. I'm a big like fruity tart kind of tea person.
Yeah.
I love that kind
Love
of
it.
stuff so much. So, or florals. I love like rose and lavender and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
you would have loved. I just went for my best friend's 30th birthday party. We had the fanciest colonial high tea that I've ever had. Oh, it was so great. And the menu for tea was like this long. Oh,
Like
it was
huge.
It was the best.
That sounds so good. I love like tea. I did a high tea for a friend's birthday like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, amazing.
And it was a little bit, they had smaller, it was a smaller menu because it was like at this like hotel and it was like kind of like super fancy. But we like got all dressed up and we got like the cute little pastries.
Yes.
I was like, I love a good tea party.
Me too. That was one of the reasons why I came up with my book club. I was like, tea party every month.
Every month and talk about books.
Charcuterie boards as well.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I love it.
It's the best. It's the high life. I highly recommend. Let's see. Did you know did you like learn any Czech for the role or like
Yes. So they did. I was given like audio reference and stuff, and was taught like the words properly so that everything was said correctly. Yeah, actually, it was really funny on the podcast that I was doing with Alexa. She was like, "Did you learn any words in Czech?" Or she said something, and I thought she was asking me like if I kept something in Czech, like and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I was like, learn something in Czech. It was a total stupid moment. I was like, learn something in Czech, and she's like, yeah, like the language. And I was like, oh my God, of course, yes. I was like, I do remember being able to say like, because she says like thank you, which is like thank you, and that's the one that like always stuck in my head because it sounds kind of similar to thank you. But yeah, it was fun. It was different to like have to do a language, I love language so much. I do a lot of adaptation for live action dubs, so I get like the translation and I rewrite it to like match the lip flaps for like dubs on Netflix and stuff. And I just like love listening to different languages. It's so cool how language works.
Yeah.
I speak like minimal French and I speak minimal Japanese. Not great at either of them, but enough. So it was fun to like do this completely different language for
That's
Czech.
so cool.
And I've always wanted to go to Prague, so now I could go and say thank you at the very least.
I mean, you kind of have to.
I know. I really want to go to Prague. Like in general, I had already wanted to go, and now I'm like, I have even more of a reason.
Yeah. Do you travel much?
I do. So since the pandemic, I made it like a goal to try to go to like at least 1 or 2 new places a year.
That's awesome.
This year I have failed. I have not gone anywhere new this year. Not yet, at least. I'm hoping to go to, I've actually never been to Vegas, which is funny because it's literally like 3 hours from
like
LA. It's like
next door.
I know. So I'm hoping to maybe go to Vegas in the fall.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, so that'll be my like this thing this year. But like last year I went to Amsterdam for the first time, which was so fun.
Yeah.
And I went to England as well, which I'd been to England, but I went back and I went to a couple different places in England. So it was cool. I saw more of like the countryside of England and stuff. My friend and I went to Stonehenge because I'd never been to Stonehenge.
That's so cool.
Because I studied abroad, so I lived in London for like 4 months or so, and I loved it. So we did some London days. We did some like more northern England. It was fun. It was different.
So cool.
So.
What's your favorite place that you've been?
I would say London is up there. I really love London. Let me see. I did love Amsterdam because it was cool. Like the canals and stuff were so fun. I've been to Venice and I loved Venice. I loved Paris a lot too. In the States, I think like what's it called? The Grand Canyon is like stunning. So cool.
Absolutely.
And I loved Yellowstone, and like Colorado, like that whole Wyoming. We stayed, my family and I did a trip like 8 years ago to Jackson Hole, and it was so beautiful there. I also love the Northeast. I love Massachusetts and New Hampshire and Maine.
Beautiful.
Like, that has my heart. I grew up there, so love it. Yeah. So my like, I really want to go to Hawaii. Not Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii. Hawaii was amazing as well. I really want to go to Alaska.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really want to go to New Orleans as well. That's another place I've never been. Actually, I've never been to DC. I'd really like to go to DC. So
come visit.
I know. Yeah. So DC's high on the list. I'm like, feel like I should see, like, you know, America stuff.
Yeah. Like the big cities are kind of like you must see. Yeah.
Must stuff. So, yeah, there's so many places I want to go abroad too.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Japan is super high up there. Obviously I would really love to go to Prague.
Yeah.
I've never been to Germany. Vienna. I'd also really like to go to Austria, Greece.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to go to Iceland and like Norway, like the Scandinavian area. I'd love to go to Egypt. Maybe not right now. A little dangerous, but
no, me too.
But eventually, I'd love to see the pyramids at some point. I feel like beautiful. So.
Oh yeah.
So many places I want to go.
Oh yes, I want to live out my like ancient Egyptian like dreams.
I know. Same.
That lifelong
like,
obsession.
Same. I'm like, I want to be like a travel girly and just go to all the cool like archaeology sort of style things, you know.
Oh my word, yes.
I know.
Yeah, I was always so jealous. My sister-in-law lived in Peru for several years, and she got to see so much cool stuff, and I was like, I want to go to South America.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck? I want to go. I want to see like the Mayan ruins and like like Machu Picchu and all that cool stuff.
Yes.
Like, it seems so beautiful. So.
I know. I want to go have fun.
I know.
So cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Traveling is very expensive and not something that I can do right now with a toddler, but eventually.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Yeah, can you imagine taking a 2-year-old to Machu Picchu?
Yeah, maybe not the best travel destination for that.
Maybe not. Oh, listeners, if that is something you have done, I have so much respect.
Same, honestly.
Oh my goodness. Okay, last question for the evening.
Yes.
Do you have something significant like Adela's necklace that like has a lot of meaning to you?
I do, actually. I have a necklace too
Nice.
that my mom had made I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. My grandmother passed away. She was very old and she lived a very long. She was like 93, so she
nice.
She lived a very, very long, wonderful life.
Yeah.
But she had left these like I think they were diamond earrings originally to my mom, and she split them up so each like it's a little diamond. And it's like a necklace with a little diamond, and I have one, my mom has one, and I believe my brother's fiance, my soon-to-be sister-in-law, has one, so all 3 of us have it. Which is really nice. Actually, I think the picture, my headshot, I'm wearing it. It's the diamond necklace that's in my headshot picture.
Oh, it's cute.
So so it's just like really small and like kind of like classy. It's very like, it's really nice. My mom had it like, you know, set and everything, and she did it was like a whole like pretty nice little gift. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of up there as probably like the most like sentimental thing that I have as far as like jewelry goes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so
and
it's really nice.
A really nice piece too. Like you can put it with anything.
Yeah, it's perfect. It goes with like everything. I try to save it for like special occasions, but if I wanted to just wear it all the time, I totally could, you know, so it's nice.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, how has it already been?
I know,
43 minutes.
I'm so sorry. I know we talked about books and stuff for so long. I'm really like derailed.
No, that's like, this is the best part about this show that I do, is that like I just get to hang out with so many fun people.
Yeah, and it's like fun. I don't know. I love talking about Nancy Drew. It was so funny when you asked me. I was like, yes, please let me talk about Nancy Drew. I like get so excited.
Yes. Oh my word. I know. I was so excited when I found out that you like Nancy Drew. So many. Like a lot of the voice actors have played, you know, but like I think you're the first one that I've talked to who like loves the games.
Yeah, I'm obsessed obsessed with the games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Did I miss any FMK? No. Oh my gosh. That's right. I forgot. I actually have something special for you.
Oh.
Okay, so I do this thing on my channel where we play Fight, Marry, Kiss with Nancy Drew characters.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's my favorite game. Okay, so I have several wheels that you can choose from. One has like every Nancy Drew character.
Okay. From the games.
From the games.
Okay.
One has just the guys, one has just the girls. So you can choose what wheel you would like, and then
I'll do the everybody.
Good, that's a
Why
good
not?
one.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll do the everybody.
Yes, that one's got.
I'm like, I like both. Let's go.
So much love for that wheel because there's so much fun on it. Okay. All
Okay, so wait, what is it? It's
so
Fight, Marry,
Kiss? Kiss. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's no killing on this channel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But I had to have like one negative one, so I ended up
Yeah, you
switching
have
it
to
to
have
Fight.
like the
you know,
negative.
we had to.
It's true.
Yeah, we had to clean it up a little bit. All right.
That's so fair.
Spinning that wheel. Let's see who you get. There's 194 characters on this wheel, so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I hope I remember who I get. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at remembering most of the characters.
Okay. So, and this doesn't have to be blind. Like, you can wait until you hear all three characters to decide.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll hear all three first.
Yeah, your first character is Mrs. Drake from Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Oh, wow, okay. Rough. Okay.
Let's see. Your second character is... Okay, we're getting old ladies tonight. Renata from Captive Curse.
Wow, okay, so they just really give me the old lady. It's because I called myself old earlier, so they heard me.
They were like, this is perfect for you.
I know, right? I feel like Renata's at least interesting.
She is.
She's like really interesting.
I swear if it's another old lady. It is not. It is a young lady now. It is Maya from Final Scene.
Oh, I love Maya.
Maya's great.
I feel like I'm probably gonna marry Maya because like she's so cool.
She's so cool.
And she's really pretty, so I like that. I'm into this. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go with her.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna kiss Renata, fight Mrs. Drake. I feel like that's the best because Renata's at least cool. Like she's got cool stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
That's like the best case scenario.
I feel like this is the best case scenario. Okay, wait. Let's do the all boys one because I got all girls on that one, so now I'm kind of like curious for the all boys one.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's do like
let's get one of everything.
Yeah, one of everything. We'll see what happens.
Okay. There's fewer
I'm like,
characters. There's
also,
only 95 on this one. So.
I love this one. I love this so much. This is amazing.
Thank you. This is the best. Like I could do this forever.
I know. I'm like, oh no, this is a dangerous game that you've started to play.
Oh no. Okay, so your first guy is Ewan from Silent Spy.
Oh.
Starting off strong.
I know. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
Tino
no.
Balducci.
Okay, but like he means well. He's just sad, you know. Like he's trying his best.
Oh my word.
Sort of.
Let's get a good one. Come on. Give us Dave.
At least I got Maya, honestly.
Yeah.
So I feel like I won with her.
You did. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I need to take this character off. We spun Lucas from Captive Curse, and he's a minor, so let's spin again.
Oh yeah, maybe not Lucas. We'll get rid of him.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love playing his cow and monster game, I think that needs to stay at that level.
Well, we've replaced him with the oldest man possible, Denal Delaney.
Okay. Problematic answer of me, but I feel like as crazy as Ewan is, he's not ugly.
No, he's not.
He's like decently attractive. He's like bad but decently attractive. Okay, wait, who was my other one?
Tino Balducci and then Denal.
Right, Tino.
Yeah.
Oh okay, I feel like I'm like, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Okay, I think I'm gonna kiss Ewan because I can just like get it out of the way. Like kiss him, it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think I'm gonna marry Tino because he's just so wild. We can have a wild life together. Why not, right? You know? I'm like, it's fine. It would be weird, but like he'd be trying his best, I guess.
Sure.
And I guess I'll fight Denal. I just can't do the like.
You know, you could take him.
Yeah, he's not like a bad character, but I'm just like, no, between the three.
Yeah. Oh man, you got some real winners. Do you want me to spin it again on any of the wheels?
Let's do one more time.
Okay.
We'll do the everyone one more time. Yeah, why not?
That's a good wheel. You have a really good chance of getting like anybody. So
I know, except my chances have been so bad. So far.
Give us a good one. Give us like a Dave or a Henry.
I know. Oh, Henry.
Okay. Alexi from Alibi.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a cool character.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not like so old.
No. Okay. Elizabeth from C.
Oh, I like Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
I mean, she's not Dagny, but like that's okay. I love Dagny.
I know.
Like, weird, like I have a crush on Dagny. So does Nancy.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
'Cause she's amazing.
She's
Okay.
so cool.
So not our treasure hunter Dagny, but we do have an archaeologist with Joanna Riggs. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, wait, okay. Oh my god, I don't remember. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna Google Joanna again because wait, I need to remember what she looks like.
yeah, Scarlet Hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's cute too.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, Joanna. Oh man. Okay, let me see. I'm like, this is so funny. This is such a funny game. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna marry Joanna.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she's got it together. Like she works at it, like she's kind of stressed.
Yeah.
but like she has a good job.
She does.
And like at the end of everything, she's like okay.
Yeah.
You know, like she's good.
She doesn't go to jail.
Good.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't go to jail.
Yeah.
So I think at the end, like she's cute. Yeah, what if we kissed at the monolith exhibit? So okay, I think she's gonna be my Mary one on that
There you go. That's a good one.
one. I feel like I kind of like Alexi. There's a part of me that feels like bad for him. Like his story is really interesting.
It is, yeah.
So I might kiss him and I might fight Elizabeth. She's cute, but she's kind of like she's rich. She's like risky in a weird way. She's risky, you know.
Oh my
She's also just like going through it. I feel like I mean Alexi's also going through it. Joanna's also they're all going through it really in different ways.
Yeah. They are. Everybody's going through it.
I know. Man, I got the ringer.
Yeah, you did. Okay, now hang on. So, key characters.
Yes.
What if we did FMK with Radek, obviously, and Adela and Elka? The young
Elka's
ones.
really cute. I was like, Elka's so cute.
She's so cute.
I know. But Radek.
I know, Radek's so cute.
He's so cute. And also my girl.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, if we're talking about for me, like when I think about what would work for me, I feel like I have to marry Radek.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's chef's kiss.
Oh, yes.
They're both, I like Elka so much. She's so cute.
She's so cute.
But, like, obviously, oh, shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to just totally swear.
You're fine.
Stupid, like, microphone cord got all messed up. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I was trying not to swear at all, and I just
No,
totally
you're
messed it
fine. Don't worry about it.
up. Okay. I think I feel like I'm gonna kiss Adela because she's so classy, and it would just be like a nice, like, little, like, whatever, and then fight Elka, I guess. Yeah. I like them all so much.
They're all so great. They're all such great characters.
I know. I think Radek is he's just too cute.
So cute.
So he wins my hand in marriage.
So I played that with Kieran, and I also chose to fight Elka, and he hadn't, and he was like, did I make the wrong choice? And I was like, no, I just wanted to marry Radek.
Yeah, wait, what did he pick? Did he marry Radek too?
No, he didn't.
Who did he marry?
I think he married Elka.
Oh, fair enough. That's fair enough. She's so cute. Like,
she's so cute. I know.
But that's so funny.
I know. And I had put Oscar in with that one.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Which I was like, oh man, but what if I want to marry Oscar?
You're like, maybe. No, it's Radek for me.
You know,
I'm like a Radek girly. Like, he's my ride or die, I guess.
He's
like, really
adorable. Like... But then I was like, but you know, Oscar's got a job.
I was gonna say, it's back to the Joanna Riggs thing where it's like she has a job. It's a good job. She's stable.
Yeah. Oscar's stable.
That. Yeah, I do appreciate the stability.
Yeah, he's a snazzy dresser.
As an actress, I appreciate somebody with a little stability.
Okay, so you and Radek, you're not gonna do very well, are you?
No, we're gonna be going through it.
Oh my gosh, what is the granddad's name? Oh, Merrick. Merrick is pretty great. Yes.
Oh, he has half a business.
Yes. Oh my word. Funny. No, the characters from Key are so good.
They
Silver Fox.
Really good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What about Zane? Okay, Zane can get it.
Oh, Zane.
Yeah. You probably haven't seen him yet in your game.
No, but I know what he looks like.
Yeah. Zane can get it.
So I'm like, I do know what he looks like because I've looked at all the characters I've seen at this point. Oh, I think it's still Radek. I can't help it. He's just like so cute. He's like my type of guy too. Like that sort of like cute, like little like nerdy-ish kind of like artsy. Yeah, I don't know. He just has that thing that I'm like, yeah, it's cute.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness, my like favorite type, I guess, would be like the Sunny June or like the Henry when I was a little younger, you know.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, if Sunny June had come up on the thing, he might have been an automatic marry. He's so wild.
Every single time. Every single time. Oh my goodness. He's the top guy.
He's your top guy.
He's my top guy. Oh, I love him.
I will say, you did ask me about, you know, Frank and Joe earlier, and I'm like, the more I've sat here and thought about it, I'm like, Joe's up there.
Yeah.
He's winning.
Yeah.
He's winning.
He's cute.
He's good.
Yes. Oh wait, I never asked you. Who do you think Nancy should be with?
Well, I did reveal my like secret love of her and Dagny.
Yeah. That's not a super popular one, so I don't hear that very often.
I was like, there it is. No.
Yeah. I've heard her and Deirdre more than I've heard her and Dagny.
Oh, her and Deirdre I could see as well. I mean, okay, it was funny when I was streaming my chat. When I was streaming all the games, my chat had this like problem with Ned. I don't know what their problem with Ned was, but they were always like down with Ned, and I was like, guys, why you hate Ned so much? I was like, Ned kind of has the short end of the stick, honestly, because like Nancy's always like, bye, I'm running off, blah, you know, whatever. And I was like, I feel kind of bad for Ned, you know.
I know.
But my chat was always like, no, down with Ned. And like, it was really funny because I made Sims.
Yeah.
Because I was also playing The Sims on stream a bunch, and I made Nancy and Ned Sims, and I like put them in a house together and stuff. And they were like, put Ned in the pool and take out the ladder. And I was like, why are you guys so hateful to Ned? I don't understand.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. I feel like feel like not to be like a traditional girly, but it does kind of feel like they should be together.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that's like the classic, Nancy Ned
Yeah.
pairing. So I do love a solid like Nancy Ned thing. I do like this Deirdre Nancy idea. That's really cute.
Oh my goodness. I've heard it all from people coming on my channel.
Yeah, I'm curious what have other people said. I'm like, what are like popular Nancy pairings?
Joe and Deirdre is something that I've been hearing.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that because it's kind of like the grumpy sunshine
It's grumpy
trope.
sunshine.
Yeah, because she's so like, and he's like, so it has that energy.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm Team Ned. Like, I love Ned. I love Scott. Like,
he's so good as Ned. Like, it's great. It's perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so like that will never like I want Nancy with him forever because I want that forever.
Well, they're like the ship,
Yeah.
Like, they're like what you think of with her, and so it's hard for me to say like, oh, I think Nancy should go with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, everybody wants her with Frank. Like,
really?
Yeah. It's always Frank and Nancy, Francie, whatever they call it. Which I'm just like, but they're like the same kind of person.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. They're kind of similar.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you gotta have some sort of like they're they're with themselves all day. Why do they need to be with their exact match?
No, yeah. I think like I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw in the chat Maggie said that they love Charlie. And I was like,
yeah.
Charlie, he's so cute.
Charlie
he's also trying his best and going through it.
He's going through it so hard. He's also going through your walls.
He's also sort of like homeless. Kind of.
Yeah.
He is Ned. That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's true.
I remember it's so funny because I've always been very into voices and voiceover, and I do remember when Scott was originally Charlie and then he was Ned, and the second he was Ned I was like, they put Charlie as Ned? I knew it right away because I was so into like voiceover.
Oh, that's so great.
Like,
Yeah, that was
so
I loved that. I loved getting to like talk to Scott because like I've been listening to his voice since I was 5 years old.
Right.
And like of course telling him that was like so embarrassing. I'm like, I've been listening to your voice for so long, and like I cannot believe I told him the story about how I was like a teenager. I had like just broken up with a boyfriend and I was like, men suck, and then I played an Nancy Drew game and I was like, but Ned doesn't.
I love it.
And then I met you. Yes.
I love that. That's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny because like I think Ned and Frank and Joe are still the same, have been the same for like for
a while, yeah.
For a while now. And I just remember being in Key and like knowing, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in this game with these people that I've been listening to since I was like 10. That's crazy.
Yes. Oh my
There's been
word.
a couple of like situations like that in voiceover in general where you like you're in a game with somebody. Like there was a friend that I had who I'd listened to stuff that he was in a bunch of anime that I'd watched when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then him and I were both in Fire Emblem, and I literally had this moment of like, man, high school me is like, I can't believe I'm in a game with like, so and so, you know what I mean? It's like so funny to look back and be like,
yeah,
oh my god, I can't believe I'm in this game with this person.
It's so surreal. Oh my gosh, that's how I felt like talking to Scott or like talking to Rob, who does Joe,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're like, this is crazy. Like I've been listening to you for so long,
my whole life.
Yeah, I know.
It's so cool. Yeah, it must be amazing.
I hope someday we can have a Nancy Drew meetup and we can all do this. Yeah. So intrigued to know who that is. Do you mean the person that I was like talking about in the thing for Fire Emblem? It was J. Michael Tatum. Amazing. He's in a bunch of anime and games and stuff. He's so great. I love him to pieces.
I love that.
It's funny. I've like become friends with him now, and so funny. Like, there's been a couple of people like that. Like my best friend, Laura. She is in a ton of like video games and anime and stuff too. And I knew her before I had moved out here because I was really into League of Legends. And she voices Ari in League of Legends. And I met her and I remember texting my boyfriend at the time. And I was like, oh my God, Jeff, I just met Laura Post, the voice of Ari, and he was like, that's so cool. And now she's like my best friend. I love her. We hang out literally all the time.
That's
she's
so
my favorite
cool.
person. And so it's so funny to be like looking back and be like, I had a little fangirl moment over her.
I love that.
I know.
Oh my word. How cool.
There's been a couple of people who have been like, oh, and then it's like now they're just them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so funny.
Oh, that's so neat.
I know it'd be really hard for me to meet up with like the other Nancy actors if I met like some of the like like Scott, who's been doing it forever. I'd be like I'd have like a whole moment, I think.
He's so cool. He's so cool. Or Lonnie.
Oh my gosh, I would lose it. I mean, her career has been incredible. Like her whole career has just been literally like, insane.
Royalty.
So, yeah, I would be so honored to meet her.
Oh my word, she's amazing. I just can't. It's
so cool.
Also, speaking
I know,
of that,
I'm like such a fangirl. So
I know. Speaking of that, for everybody listening, if you're looking forward to hearing things from Lonnie, make sure you subscribe to my channel because you're gonna see something from Lonnie really soon on
that's
my
awesome.
channel. I'm so excited! Yay! Okay, anyway, so remember when I was like, can you believe it's been an hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, it has now been 2 hours.
So. I know, I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologize. This has been so much fun. I've loved getting to chat with you and hear all about your life and all about your love of Nancy Drew.
I know.
So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you and follow you?
Yes. So on Twitter, it's at Rachellular, so RACHELLULAR, same as my Twitch. On there, I usually do a lot of like announcements for voiceover. I talk about voiceover stuff, and I do a lot of talking about video games, like what I'm playing, you know, what I like, etc. My Instagram is BellaChellular. BellaChellular, because Rachellular is taken. And
no.
I know, and Bella is the name of one of my cats. So
Perfect.
It was perfect. At the time, I think when I got my Instagram, I didn't have my second cat, so it felt less like picking favorites, but yeah.
That's okay.
So yeah, and on Instagram I post voiceover announcements, but I mostly post about books.
Yes.
I post a lot of like what I'm reading
so
and
fun.
all this stuff. So what my ratings, etc. for stuff. So yeah, those are the two that I pretty much use. I do have a Twitch that I had linked earlier. I have a YouTube, Rachellular, as well. Same thing. That I post song covers on like once a decade. I haven't had time. But yeah, so those are kind of my main spots.
Wonderful.
So I'm always down to talk about Nancy Drew if you ever have questions or anything like that or whatever. Please hit me up.
Awesome. I will link everything below so everybody can find you. And yeah, thank you again. Oh my goodness, this has been so much fun. I was so excited to get to chat with you. And
oh yeah, no, it was so great. It was great having everybody in the chat, and it was awesome.
Yes, thank you all so much. And I will see you next time. Everybody, if you want to tune in next week, it is pre-recorded, but I'll be talking to Kieran Reagan next week. I already talked to Kieran Reagan, but you'll get to see me talking to Kieran Reagan next week. So that will be super fun. Make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining. And Rachelle, do you have any parting words that you want to say?
No, just thank you, and I hope everybody enjoys Key, and maybe we can talk again.
Yes!
Yay!
Awesome. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Susie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.